Mike, this is an incredibly beautiful design car, and this was sort of Harley's baby, Harley Earl's baby, right?
Yes, it was. This is one of my favorites also. This is not a LeSabre, but the LeSabre.
The LeSabre.
1951 LeSabre show vehicle, done for the 1951 Motoramas.
It's aluminum bodied?
Aluminum body with some cast magnesium in this vehicle. It's got an all-aluminum V8 that's supercharged with hemispherical heads, 2 carburetors. It's got an independent rear suspension with an automatic transaxle in the rear with an overdrive, inboard brakes.
Now this was also Harley's personal car.
Yeah, Harley actually, when this vehicle came off the show circuit, Harley actually drove this car back and forth to work on a daily basis. 51,000 miles on this car. Out of all of GM's historical cars in their collection, this one is by far the most amount of miles.
On a concept car.
51,000 miles.
Wow. Well, you know, there's styling cues that I saw show up in other cars. I mean, this is early Corvette.
Yeah, you see the cockpit here resembles 53 Corvette, which was also one of Harley's babies. One of the first wraparound windshields ever done.
Now, it's a really interesting grill up there, and that does a trick. It doubles as the
actually that is also the headlight system, which I'll show you how this works. It actually rotates 180 degrees, and the 2 lights will come back on.
That's incredible.
It really is. It's an early hideaway headlight system. You see in the front bumpers, you see the styling from the early 50 Cadillac.
The Dolly Parton.
That's correct.
Even the fins are a little bit caddy.
Yep, some Cadillac design there in the fins.
And again, it's got a lot of flight influence to it.
Yeah, it was designed after a French fighter plane that Harley had seen that he was very influenced over. It was a real different looking aircraft, and again, Harley being into the aircraft design in the age of the 50s with the airplane, that's where the influence for this automobile came from.
Well, all aluminum V8, supercharged, but it also had fuel cells, right?
Yeah, actually in these rear fins you have your 2 fuel cells in the back, and it has gasoline on this side, alcohol on this side. Now what would happen with this vehicle is at a certain RPM, if you were stepping into this vehicle, the alcohol would be induced into the supercharger, which would give this car an extra boost of power, and it would get up and go.
So like kicking in the afterburners.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
It's incredibly low too. I mean, this is really something for this era.
If you put a vehicle of the same year alongside this car, they're a lot taller. This vehicle is actually a low rider type of car for the time.
Never thought of it that way. Almost boat tail in design, but you get around back and it is more like a thruster. It's like a jet exhaust.
Yes, if you looked at the back, it's actually the tail light in the back. When you step on the brake, it lights up and almost looks like an afterburner on an airplane. Yeah.
This is incredible. I can see why Harley liked driving this one.
Yeah, and this car, as you see it, is unrestored in its original condition. This car is an unrestored historical vehicle.
Don't ever touch it.
We're going to try to keep it like it is.
Beautiful.